A kid from a well-off family and a child from a poor family, both having high goals for the future, both working hard to reach their goal. How do you tell the difference between them? How much of a difference does being rich and poor have in this modern day and age? A society where someone's life is dependent on their money. What do you think of it? Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Greetings. My name is Dewi Aisyah from SMA NEGERI 15 Semarang, and hereby I'm going to deliver my speech about poverty and social inequality. Before I start, let us thank Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has granted us with this opportunity so that we can have this competition without any trouble. Also, I would like to express my gratitude to the honorable judges and committees of AEROTION Got Talent 2022 who has given me a chance to speak here. On this occasion, I'm going to talk about social injustice based on the economical condition. Ladies and gentlemen, poverty is one of the biggest problems going on around the world. It is an issue most countries cannot solve yet. Poverty is the state of one who lacks a usual or socially acceptable amount of money or material possessions. Poverty is about not having enough money to meet basic needs such as food, clothing, and shelter. A lot of countries are still suffering from this issue, including our beloved country, Indonesia. We live in a society where someone's life is dependent on their money. Let's take a look at what we've been doing. So we were born, we go to school, we go to college, we study hard, get a degree, then we find a job to earn money. So basically we were born to make money so we can have a decent life. Having a decent life is probably a wish a lot of people have, but what does it cost? You need to go to school and college, which also costs a decent amount of money. So you need money to earn money so you can have a decent life. Well, in that case, it is clear that it's easier for someone who already came from a well-off family to reach success. Getting back to our topic, poverty and social inequality. Now, some of you must be wondering, what is the correlation between poverty and social inequality? According to the study of sociology, social inequality is characterized by the existence of unequal opportunity and rewards from different social positions or status within a group or a society. There are two main ways to measure social inequalities, which are inequality of conditions and inequality of opportunity. Inequality of condition refers to the unequal distribution of income, wealth, and material possessions. This is what describes poverty and what they need to face. For example, housing. There are people living in the slums, shacks, and even homeless, while there are also people living in massive, luxurious mansions. Another example is at the level of whole communities, where some people are poor, unstable, and are treated with violence, while others are already born with a silver spoon on their hand, living without any worries for what's yet to come. Next is inequality of opportunities. It refers to the unequal distribution of life chances across individuals. It includes in measures such as health, level of education, and treatment by the criminal justice system. First, healthcare. Not everybody is born in a perfect condition. You need to pay to get treated. And of course, different diseases cost differently. Some are harder to be cured. Usually, those are the life-threatening ones. And you are required to pay a hefty amount of money to be cured from it. What should the poor do when they suffer this kind of diseases? Secondly, education. Like what I said before, you need good education to succeed in this modern day and age. But not everybody is lucky enough to afford proper school and college. It is very different for a kid from a well-off family than a child from a poor family wanting to be a doctor. While, of course, both put in a lot of efforts, the rich kid has a way better opportunity than the poor child. From education, experience, and relations, the rich kid has a way bigger advantage. Lastly, treatment by the criminal justice system. If there's a crime, they will usually hold trials. And these days, the one with better lawyer wins. And you know very well that it's not cheap to hire a lawyer. Sometimes, rich people can get off doing anything scot-free, or should I say, bribing. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, the shocking result of capitalism. Now, we already know some struggles that the poor needs to face, from education, housing, health, and justice system. But that's not all of it. Nowadays, people tend to judge someone based on their appearance and social status. You are either blessed with good money or good face. There are some people who are lucky enough to have both good looks and money. They usually stand on top of the hierarchy, while the others who are unlucky enough to have none of those sit on the bottom. These social barriers can cause prejudice and discrimination to permeate through our society. We need to get rid of this stratification to increase our moral value, because we can't just judge someone only by their looks and money, because that's not what makes people who they are. There's way more into that. Now, getting rid of that topic, some of you might have heard the term, eat the rich. It came from a philosopher from the French Revolution that said, when the people shall have nothing more to eat, they shall eat the rich. It is now used as a political slogan associated with class conflicts and capitalism. It is now used to chant off against wealth inequality in political rallies. It is not just about the economical condition, but the power in general. This is one of the most popular phrases used to fight off poverty and social inequality. Now, after saying all that about rich people, I'm not saying that I hate rich people. I'm saying that the enlarging economical gap between the rich and poor and the different treatment that are received from both sides should not have happened. If the society keeps going on like this, it will only make the rich become more richer and the poor will still become poor. It will create an even more toxic and full of injustice environment. In conclusion, poverty has a very deep connection with social inequalities. It affects on both opportunities and conditions. We need to get rid of this bad impression on someone about their economical status and start seeing the bigger picture in life. I believe that a person should get what they deserve and not what they are able to have. That's all for me. I hope what I said can be useful to any of you. I apologize if I said anything offensive or that feels inappropriate in the hearts of the audience. Thank you so much for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.